We are currently in the chapter of straight lines, and we are learning how to determine the equation of a straight line. In the previous section, we were looking at slope-intercept form. And in that chapter, we learned how to find the equation of a straight line in the form y equals to mx plus c. Now, we are moving on to, we're still in the section of straight lines, but there are different ways that people around the world write equations of straight lines. We've looked at slope-intercept. Now we are moving on to the next one, which is called standard form. So it's not really anything different. It's still a straight line. It's just the way that you write it. So the way that you write it is the following. I'm going to give you some examples. Okay, I'm going to first write down a few examples and then I'll talk about what I've done. So, all of those that I've just done on the screen are called standard form. So let's explain what it is. The first thing I would like you to realize is that the x is always a positive number. Okay, so number one, x is always positive, the number in front of it. Number two, what I would like you to realize is that there are no fractions. There are no fractions, okay? So, no fractions. And then, number three, which I'll put up here, sorry about that, is that x and y on one side, and then the normal number, so like that normal number over there, is by itself. Okay, so the other number, I'll call it the other number. That's how you spell number, Kevin. Is by itself. Okay, that is standard form. So what we're going to quickly do just to end off this lesson is I'm going to give you a few examples and you must say whether it is standard form or not. So here is the first one. Minus 2x plus 3y equals to 8. Is that standard form? Now your answer should be no. But why? It's because this number is negative. But what we said was that the rules are the x must always be positive. The y doesn't have to be positive, but the x must be positive. Then there must be no fractions. And then the x and y must be on one side. Those are the rules for something to be standard form. What about this one? So half x plus 2y equals to 8. So the x is a positive number, so that's great. The x and y are together, so that's great. But there is a fraction. And we said that there is we're not allowed to have any fractions. So this one would be a no. What about this one? 2x equals to 4y plus 6. So the x is a positive, so that's good. There's no fractions, which is good. But the x and the y need to be together. But here the y is on the wrong side, so this one would also be a no. What about this one? 3x minus 2y equals to 5. Or let's say negative 5. It doesn't really matter. So here we have x and y together. Good. No fractions. Good. And the x and y, the x is a positive. So this one is standard form. So we will say yes.